We play the third game of this series against Washington from home. Our what is this? I think our third game of the 10-game homestand, and it's going to be a doozy for us. We got Max Scherzer going for the Nationals. He'll be squaring off against Jake Arrieta, two of the best pitchers in baseball so far this year, and us looking to bounce back after losing our first two to Washington here. Washington pulling away right now on us, and hopefully the Cardinals lost again because man, we need to keep up with them, or at least gain some ground on them. As we're sitting here at 16 and 14, well, let's go ahead and get into this ball game here. Hopefully we get some more offense today. I can't be happy about how our offense has played as of late. But that's going to go ahead and do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field, and I'll be back after this one, guys. Enjoy.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch of a great pitcher's duel is coming up next. Jake Arrieta gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's having a very nice season so far. You look at that ERA in the low 2s, looking to continue that trend here in this one.
Ben Revere makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Washington, center fielder, number 9.
And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And reined in, one away. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Yeah, Matt, I'm excited to see what Ryan Zimmerman has in store. He's been driving in runs nearly every chance he gets lately. Recorded more than 10 RBIs in his last 10 ball games.
Daniel Murphy will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
Arrieta's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Well, they've been outscored by a ton here in the first 2 games of this series. I mean, they haven't even been close.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant is up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. He's got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Ryan Zimmerman gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out to right field. Hayward moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nationals gone in order. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Max Scherzer gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, you can see right there, right-handed hitters do not have a lot of success against him. We'll see what happens here.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. EK, these Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Not only have they been playing well, but they've got their ace going here this afternoon, so the rich get richer.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Hit out towards second. Gloved by Murphy. Throws in time, and that's out number one. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
I'm looking to see if Anthony Rizzo can turn it around. Still, without an RBI in this series, he's going to be looking to get off the schneid today. He's too good a run producer to get shut down all series long.
Jason Hayward will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Revere will wait on it, and that's out number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, we talk about the top catchers in the game. You talk about Molina, Posey, but Wilson Ramos, he does a lot of things really well. Very quick feet behind that plate, allows for him to get into a good throwing position, kind of stymie that running game. We'll see how he does in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Chris Bryant is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Zimmerman has got it, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Wilson Ramos makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
40, Wilson Ramos.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Arrieta's got his target. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Soler, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Anthony Rendon will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And he takes ball 1. Tap fouled at home plate. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Soler is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, the left fielder number 25, Clint Robinson.
Clint Robinson will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command, 1-2.
94 on the outer edge. You can't help but take that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony Rizzo will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Swing and a liner, but foul. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2, here it comes. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
You just don't see that, like, ever. Not in that situation. Not in that count. That's a big break from an offensive standpoint. Now you've got to find a way to make that hurt somehow.
Ben Zobrist will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Robinson on the move, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
1-1, here it is. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Hit hard on the ground to second. The second for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting 6.
Well, I think he had a bit of a lapse in concentration to that last guy. But no such problems here. This is a perfect pitch with a runner on first base as he gets him to bounce right into the double play.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. As Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, you could tell right there. 0-2, he's just thinking about protecting the plate. And he nearly chased a bad one there, but he caught himself at the last possible instant.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. We'll move to the third with no score. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Michael Taylor will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Arrieta into the windup. First pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. That's by him for strike one.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Trey Turner will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Now, people describe this guy as throwing a heavy sinker. Would you guys agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to explain why that's the case, but it's true. When you run into a guy with a good sinker and lots of movement on it, it just feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. The ball just doesn't go anywhere.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Standing in now, Max Scherzer. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is bunted just way too hard. So that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's Ben Revere. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now a swing and a fly ball. Soler on the move. And they can't run it down. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Washington. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Jorge Soler digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a chopper left side of the infield. Rendon is there. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting 8.
So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Addison Russell will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Swing and a miss for strike one. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
And there you go. You've got the pitcher on deck, and this is where you need to be working the count a little bit. But instead, he's chased 2 pitches out of the strike zone.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Yeah, both these 2 starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the 3rd.
Jake Arrieta digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Hit hard back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Leave it to the pitcher to come up with their first hit. I think even he can't really believe it.
Dexter Fowler will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
First pitch on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Jason Hayward stands in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Revere. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a 2-run triple.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Daniel Murphy will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Hit to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The batter, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at ball one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for one. And he'll have to hold on to it there as the takeout slide had him well off balance.
Well, this is a pretty smart decision here at second base. He's got that clock running in his head, so he knows he's about to take a shot. So at that point, why risk throwing this ball into the dugout or into the 10th row? He just absorbs the hit, and he hangs on to the baseball.
In now is Anthony Rendon. And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Well, here's another look at this on show track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
Arrieta sets. Here it is on 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. Schwarber scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Anthony Rizzo is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
And there's another example of what changing speeds can do for you on the mound. They go changeup to start the at-bat, then go to the fastball for strike two, and then right back to the changeup on the money ball. See you later.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Tapped out in front of home. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Soler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. And that could come back to bite you later.
Skied into straightaway right. Taylor sprinting after it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Clint Robinson heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Arrieta gets the sign. Here it is on 2-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Michael Taylor will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in the 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Fowler. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center as the Nationals have battled back to tie this one at 2 apiece.
Well, that's going to be a wake-up call out there on the mound. He was cruising along with a 2-0 lead, but he makes one mistake here in location, and all of a sudden, boys, we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
Into the box, Trey Turner. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No outs, nobody on. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, this pitch is just nowhere near the target. You see it run in and catch him right about thigh high. I have a feeling the bruise will be worse than the pain. That'll leave a nice rainbow for a good couple of weeks.
Into the box now, Max Scherzer tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Here comes the 0-1. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
A wise decision to pull it back. You've got to make sure you bunt it strikes. You're playing right into their hands if you don't.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Throw will go to Zobrist covering to get the out, but the sacrifice is a good one.
Well, he's already doing the job on the mound, and now here he helps himself out with the bat too. Nice job here to get that ball down and move the runner along into scoring position for the top of the lineup to come up and drive him in.
Ben Revere will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Sent on the ground out to second. Zobrist is there. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Daniel Murphy will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. A man on third with 2 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. That's lifted the other way out to left. Soler is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Middle of the afternoon here in Wrigleyville, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Addison Russell comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Addison Russell.
First offering on its way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to first. Russell is retired, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, pitcher.
Settling in now, Jake Arrieta. He reached on a single in his first try.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball 1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
This is exactly what he needed after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Dexter Fowler will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Ryan Zimmerman makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Chopped at the plate. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Huh. Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far.
Ramos.
That sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Wilson Ramos stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Called strike 0-2.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Smoked on the ground left side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Anthony Rendon will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Hit hard to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Jason Hayward will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Jason Hayward.
Scherzer into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Slow roller back to the mound. And a rather easy first out.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Chris Bryant will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Bases are empty, one man out. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Revere is after it, and that's the second out of the inning.
And here in these middle innings, they just haven't been able to get anything going against him out there. And that's 7 in a row now. He's set down here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Anthony Rizzo ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Now the pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Clint Robinson will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Shot back up the middle, and that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Yeah, that's a good job right there, reaching base to kick off the inning. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to that, so they finally have a base runner here for the first time in a couple innings.
Michael Taylor will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? Zobrist on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
And here, this ball's a little too far towards the hole to have a real good shot at two. Unless you've got a 250-pound catcher heading down the line, this wasn't exactly a tailor-made double play ball. They'll settle for just the force at second.
Trey Turner will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
Swing and a liner, but that's a foul ball. The 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
In there, 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
Oh, he's definitely had his way with the bottom of the lineup so far. They've got only 1 hit against him combined, and he sets another man down on strikes right here.
Bryce Harper will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 34, Bryce Harper.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
The 2-0 pitch. Now a swing by Harper and a ball launched out to deep right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And this one gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
A little tougher play here for a catcher on that pitch down and in. He's sort of shielded a bit by the guy in the batter's box. You see him try to slide over and keep this ball in front of him, but instead, this is going to go down as a wild pitch.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Ben Revere will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Soler. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley, and we are tied 2-2. Oliver Perez will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Oliver Perez.
Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Here's the 0-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Taylor going back on it. He's there and records the first out.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
Kyle Schwarber will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Right there, Murphy at second. On to first, and it's a good start to the inning for Perez. 2 away.
I really couldn't ask for much more out of a 7th inning guy. He's come in, throwing a bunch of strikes, and he's got 2 quick outs to show for it here with the score still tied.
Jorge Soler will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. He's set. Here it comes. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Daniel Murphy will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Three and 0 now. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Ryan Zimmerman digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Travis Wood will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Travis Wood.
Ryan Zimmerman will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Wood sets. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Right side, hit hard. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. In there at the knees, strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And it's quickly 0-2. Drilled on the ground is short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the go-ahead run will move up to third and wisely hold there with nobody out.
Number 6.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Anthony Rendon, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Pedro Strop will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Anthony Rendon will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new...
So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze.
Oh, my goodness. Are you serious? You're deep into a ball game, you're all tied up, and your manager rolls the dice big time and makes it pay off. How about a suicide squeeze to take the lead? You talk about firing up a dugout. What a call.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. Clint Robinson comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
The 1-0 delivery. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Ready on 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
With 1 out, definitely a strikeout situation with 2 men in scoring position. And that is a great pitch right there to pick up a very important second out.
In now, Michael Taylor, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
This would be a big time to pick up back-to-back strikeouts if you can get it.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. To the left side. That's a base hit as it's through into left. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Now a good throw in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with 2 away. Trey Turner steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat and one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Nationals 4 and the Cubs 2. And here comes Dusty out toward home plate as it looks like we're going to see a double switch here.
Now pitching and batting in the
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Addison Russell is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And now on the mound, this is where you need to get into that mindset of putting these guys away. You're up 2 here on the road, and a nice 1-2-3 inning here could pretty well take this crowd out of the ballgame.
Matt Caesar.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Dexter Fowler stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the seats, 0-1. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Murphy's got it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Stephen Drew set to start things out when we return. It's the Nationals 4 and the Cubs 2. Neil Ramirez will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. And there you see Stephen Drew now. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Drew.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. 1 away.
Center fielder.
Well, here it is again. Look at him just bury this one right at the letters. And you can see it. He got him to pull off the swing a bit and just pop it straight up.
Here's Ben Revere as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. High in the air and deep to left center field. Fowler racing back at the track. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Smoke toward third. Bryant is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they still lead this one 4-2. Jonathan Papelbon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 58, Jonathan Papelbon.
Leading off the inning, Jason Hayward, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Papelbon comes set. 0-1 pitch on its way. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Chris Bryant will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.